you want to learn how to be a millionaire? I'll show you. My name is Ramit Sethi. I've written a best-selling book on personal finance. It's sold over 1 million copies, and I've been writing about money for over 20 years. This stuff does not have to be that complicated. Let me show you the actual numbers. Here is how an ordinary person can become a millionaire. You can become a millionaire in 3 different ways. Let me show you. The average person can make millions of dollars by learning this. Let me show you the numbers you can use to become a millionaire. Now, here is a basic calculator. I'm going to assume that you are age 35, and we're going to start with $0. You never saved a single cent. And going forward, you're going to invest $200 per month. Okay, that's our baseline. It's very modest. Fine. Strategy number 1 is to invest more. Now, instead of $200 a month, what if we invested $500 a month? Or if instead of $500 a month, look what happens if we increase it to $1,000 a month. Now, I want to point out a couple of things because people's reactions go, yeah, that would be nice. Well, let me talk about it. First, you can invest more simply by continuing your career. People's careers tend to peak in their 40s. That means that if you're 25, you're actually going to be investing way more over the course of your lifetime than you are right now. So one of the questions I'll ask people is, what is the average amount you think you will invest for the rest of your life? This is a really hard question. I talk about it on my podcast. In general, I would say make an assumption around 10% of your take-home pay and factor in pay increases. The next thing is you actually have control over this more than you think. You can earn more by negotiating a raise, which I teach how to do. A lot of people will negotiate a $10,000 or $20,000 raise. And remember, if you negotiate once, you tend to negotiate over and over. Or you can start a side business. That side business could make you an extra $500 a month, $5,000 a month. We have many people making over $50,000 a month. These are big, big businesses. And you can take that money and dramatically increase how much you are investing every single month. Next, invest longer. So in this case, we started at age 35 and we invest for 30 years. Again, just to assume you retire around 65. But what if we extend that just 3 years? Wow, you can see that these numbers really increase fast. What if we extended even 2 more years? You see, this is the advantage of starting to invest early. So if you're watching this and you haven't started investing yet, you should know that every year you delay costs you a huge amount of money down the road. Therefore, if you didn't start investing at age 19, that's fine, but start investing today. You can use my book to get started, specifically chapters 3 and 7. Next, you can start with more. Now, some people have money just sitting around in their savings account. They're not doing anything with it. They haven't understood the difference between money for savings, money for investing. So I want to show you what happens if we start off on our baseline here, age 35, $0, $200 a month. Let's see what happens if we start with $5,000. Okay, what happens if you start with $10,000? Okay, you can start to see that that money compounds. In other words, the lesson here is if you have money just sitting around doing nothing, you really need to understand what percentage should go towards an emergency fund, what percentage should be saved, and what percentage should be invested. Personally, I'm very aggressive with my investing because I know that $1 I put in today is going to turn into many dollars down the road. And at a certain point, it just starts to compound. Now let me show you what happens if you do all 3 of these together. Age 35, start with $5,000, invest $1,000 a month. And yes, if we extend this from 30 years to 33 years, look what happens. And now if we extend it to 35 years, look what happens there. My key message for you is that an ordinary person can become a millionaire. You need consistent investing. You need to give it a lot of time, and you need to not unnecessarily interrupt compounding. You can learn all of this. If you're not sure whether to start between a 401k, IRA, you don't know what index funds are, you can get my book from any bookstore, library, or you can also start off right now with my ultimate guide to personal finance that walks you through the process step by step. Stay tuned to my next video so I can show you more. Subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more about how to master your money. Thanks for watching.